Hey, just watch this video to the end. I'm just trying to share my experience, personal experience about the island of Gary, also known as Fraser Island. Please try to watch this video to the end. You might also want to have this experience. This is a one of a lifetime experience. You might want to go with the family, want to go with the friends, want to go explore the island of Gary, aka Fraser Island. There are huge, beautiful stories about this island. A lot of potentials, huge tourism locations. You're gonna love this because I had loads of fun. It went on for the whole day. Yeah, that's the view from the hotel where I stayed. It's a beautiful view looking at the sunrise, kissing all these boats with the golden sun rays. Now you're going to start off from Harvey Bay. Now this is Harvey Bay. From Harvey Bay, you take a bus to Gary. Get a boat, see, it's a whole lot. I don't want to start saying it all here. Watch this video to the end. Let's go. We drove for about a long time, then we came across this shipwreck. Yes, this is a shipwreck that happened a long time ago. I wonder how old this shipwreck is. I know, but it is. I don't think I've seen a shipwreck as big as this. Yeah, I think from the debris and the leftovers, you get to see this being here for like many decades. It's been here for many decades. Now people are taking pictures with it, and I look at the body, look at the scale. A lot of the body is degrading a lot. But that's, you still see that it is massive. If you go closer to it, you see how massive it is. You go closer. I try to get as close as I can to how massive it is. So I began to wonder, was it washed off to the shore? And after that, we went back to the resort for lunch. We had a very nice big buffet here at the resort, and the people are so nice. Then I saw this old looking fuel pump. One is for diesel, one is for gas. Then a post office. So I was like, this is like a little town. People can have access to a lot of things here, even though it's an island. So Gary Island provides with everything. That's the post office over there. So the whole scenery is quiet, but it gives you this archaic view. Then we went into the rainforest. Look at the beautiful eucalyptus. Look at the trees, so tall that they go for days. You can't even see their ending. So I was just trying to take the panoramic picture, look around it, and see what's happening. Then we came to this place. They call it an old train station. I don't know why it's called train station, but there's something about this place. It has houses. It has a bathroom. One of the houses even has an air conditioner. So I was thinking, is this place habitable? Do people live here or what? Then I went closer to read what the sign said. And this is a garage, you see? So is it like a workshop? I was wondering, what is this place? So it is called Central Station Garage. Central Station Garage. And I reckon this place should hold a significant value to the indigenous people of this place. And I saw these paintings on the floor. I don't know who did them, but they're quite beautiful. I think I've seen a dolphin, I've seen a shark, I've seen very beautiful paintings on the floor. Then I tried to walk around this place. The place has this kind of positive energy. You know, you could feel nature around you. You could see all the beautiful trees. Look at the eucalyptus tree. Everything there speaks of vibrant natural effects and ambience. Then we kept on moving around, but then I saw these paintings on the floor. I think this place holds some kind of strong position for the indigenous people. So it looks quite beautiful, it looks natural. It reminds me of some parts of Africa, you know, where you can easily relate with nature without any resistance or without any qualms. But then I saw this house. This house looks like where someone lives. I had to move closer to take a closer look. This house has an air conditioner, and by my right hand side you see this is a toilet, a very clean, nice toilet, probably for the tourists who are going to pass through this place. I don't know what this place is, so I tried to read the signs to see. They say last one standing, and they're talking about this building, this particular one. Yes, this one, last one standing. So what is it? Can someone live here actually? And how is it going to be at night? Maybe 12 a.m., 11 a.m. in the middle of the night. Now I have to move on closer to see if I could find something interesting. Trust me, the whole trip is all interesting anyway. But that it was empty. Then I moved. But I saw there's an air conditioner in this house, and this whole place looks clean. Someone must have been keeping it clean. Like it is not overgrown with weed. Like it looks like where people can habit. It looks habitable. But then again, who lives here? Who takes care of this place? Who cleans it up? Who does all this job? I kept on looking around, moving around, and feeling the vibe, the energy, talking about the energy of the place. But this house is still looking mysterious to me. So what is it with this house? Who lived in this house, or who lives in this house? I went around to see, hey, there's an air conditioner in this house. Does someone live here in the middle of the forest with his family, or alone, or is it for campers? That's okay. We kept moving. Then on our way again, we saw a long python crossing the road. Yeah, I started filming this actually when it's long gone. It is still moving. It could look static, but look at it closely. It is still moving. It is moving slowly, taking its time to cross the road. We have to stop to cross the road. Now look at this road. This road is the highest or the biggest sandy road in the world. I don't think there's anyone bigger than this. All this road is the way it is, sandy. And now to this part. Oh my goodness. When I saw this plane, I was like, can I fly this thing? I could literally push this plane with one hand. How am I going to fly this thing? Is this safe? But trust me, this is one of the most beautiful experiences in Gary. This plane. Yeah, here we go. We're going inside this plane. And I wanted to see Gary from the sky. I want to have an aerial view of all these things I've been seeing the whole day. What am I doing? Buckling up, trying to get ready. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I hope this is the right decision. It was not an easy choice to make, trying to fly this thing. it was not, because I've never been in a small plane. Yeah, I'm used to the bigger ones, mostly bigger ones. Yeah, but this one is the smallest I've been in, and I really wanted to see Gary from the sky. Honestly, I want to see the ocean, I want to see the dunes, all of them. And our pilot is a young lad with his shorts and his silk boots. So I was a little bit startled. I was like, this lad, is he a pilot? Yeah, that's him over there. That's our pilot. He's like a teenage boy, right? But this guy is one of the best pilots I've flown with. I'm not saying it because I want to praise him, but he's one of the best pilots I've flown with. His takeoff, the way he tilted in the sky, the way he hovers around the sky like a big bird. No, this guy is good. I don't know his name, but anytime I see him, I'm going to give him a tip. I'm going to give him a tip, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to visit Gary again, and I'll see for this guy, I'll give him a tip. The guy, he was good. He was good. So here we go. We are just about to go up in the sky and experience Gary in another dimension. Yeah. Now, did I mention that this is one among the two beaches, coastlines, where an airplane can take off and land? Yes, I don't think there are many of them in the world. There should be two of them. There should be one of them where you can actually fly an airplane on the coastline. So the coastline is both the runway and tarmac and everything. Terminal and everything. Yeah, this runway, that's everything. So here we go. We take a sail, or we take a flight above the ocean. Now this is me trying to see this amazing gift of nature to Australia. This is me trying to see this amazing place from the sky. And trust me, as we went up there, I saw how big this ocean body really is. I was wishing to see a whale. Then I saw this black patch over the water. I thought it was maybe a whale. I was hoping to see a whale or a dolphin or a shark or some giant fish. Man, it is beautiful. I took out time to absorb the whole energy. Look, by my left hand side, the mountains, the dunes. By my right hand side, the blue ocean. It was beautiful. Look at the horizon by the left and look at the horizon by the right. Now look at the coastline. Oh my goodness. See, I'm someone who loves nature, right? I love to see how nature designed itself, how the world is created, all these beautiful things that are not man-made. Look at this view. Just look at this beautiful view. And look at how the blend with the sky in the horizon. The blending of the sky with the ocean and the land and the forest. The mixture is so beautiful. No man can give you this, only nature. And this is a sight for a cure. Ah, it's beautiful. Took our time slowly. We tilted, we went round and round from the ocean. We went towards the forest, see the dunes. No, this pilot, this guy is good. I actually underrated this plane, but the plane surprised me. Yeah, that was the beautiful view. That was a beautiful view. But I must tell the truth, at the time I was thinking, God forbid, man, I was thinking, what about the safety measures? If something happened, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? And I start looking around. Hey, is there a parachute here? Is there what is it called? Air mask? Oxygen mask? In the big planes, you have oxygen masks, you have other apparatuses. Like, is there I started looking around. I could see is oxygen mask where's it going to drop from? I don't see no oxygen mask. I don't see nothing here, but it's a small plane and it doesn't fly on very high altitude. It's just, yeah, that is the height it flies, and it's so beautiful. Look at that, it's so beautiful. I felt like I could touch the sky. I felt like the sky is like blending with the forest and the ocean. The blend at the horizon. That is the beauty of nature for you. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Gary from the sky. I've gone through the road, gone through the forest. Now I want to see it from the sky. Yeah, that's what I was looking at for parachute. That's my survival instinct kicking in. Is there Air Max or whatever? But yeah, but I took out time. My mind said, hey, enjoy this view. Enjoy this view. And I looked out and I saw this lake. Look at that. We took our time and we kept on flying, and we were just No, the pilot was really good. He tilted left, he tilted right. We had a clear view. Like my left, different kind of view. My right, different kind of view. I don't even know where to concentrate. But it was a beautiful scenery. Quite amazing. We kept on flying, and I was having a nice time. Yeah, but then again, I kept thinking, hey, I think we are too long in the sky. We need to go down now. We need to go down now. But then again, we have more place to cover. Then we slowly started heading towards the ocean again. I went towards the ocean again, and I wanted to see a dolphin. I wanted to see a whale. We flew over the ocean, across the land. At intervals, I do look at the pilot to see what he was doing, and all the time the guy is really good. Then finally we started going towards the landing. We are about to land. After about 25 minutes, 30 minutes flight up there, trying to see Gary from the sky. We are about to land, and trust me, the landing was my happiest moment. Don't blame me. Man, I've not been in a small plane before, and it's my first time. Even though I enjoyed the flight, but I still wanted to land as soon as possible. Yeah, when I started seeing the land closer, I'm like, oh, thank God I made it. Thank God I'm finally going down. I couldn't wait to go down, even though I enjoyed the flight. But then again, man, yeah, that is we going down gradually, and I was praying, hey God, please take us down safely. Like I said, this pilot is good. This pilot is really good. And so we landed, and we had a very beautiful landing seamlessly. We all alighted and we went on. Now, this place is another beautiful nature's gift to Queensland, Australia. This is called Lake McKenzie. That's what they call this place, Lake McKenzie. This is the part that leads to the lake. The lake is clean. The lake is very clean, and the water so cold. You can see the part that leads to the lake is quite sandy, filled with white sand, and you see the rainforest all around it. I was just imagining what is going to be at the end of this part. My first time to this place, so I was like curious what is going to be, what's the lake going to be like. I've heard about Lake McKenzie. People talk about it a lot in the bus, but oh wow, look at it. That is the beauty. Yeah, so you have to go down the stairs. Some easy stairs. You walk down the stairs, and lo and behold, Lake McKenzie. Look at that beauty. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So look at the color of the sky on top of the lake. Then there's a beautiful sunset right behind there. I had to capture that beautiful sunset. Look at the sky. I'm just looking at the beautifulness of this place. It's like a sanctuary. Can you see it? I told myself, hey, yeah, I had a wardrobe malfunction. I forgot my swimsuit in the hotel room, but I said, hey, I'm still gonna go into this water. But something quite amazing happened. There, this man, he's an older mate. He was in the water. He said, hey man, you want to use my pants? I said, no, I can't use your pants. I thought he was joking. He actually went to the bathroom, changed his clothes. This is a pants he had under the water. He went to the bathroom, changed his pants, came out, and was offering me the pants to use and go into the water. I said, no, I'm not going to put my balls in there, in those. Yeah, it was quite fascinating. The water is cool. I had to fold my trouser, and take a walk into the water. It was so cool. I wanted to have a dive in. People were swimming, we're having a dive in, but I couldn't have a dive in because I would these are the only clothes I have here with me. And like I said, I left my swimsuit in the hotel. So if I dived into this water, I'm going to be so wet and nobody's going to... I don't have no towels to dry me. Yeah. I packed everything, but for whatever reason, I left my swim trunk in in the hotel room. Yeah, so I just put my leg in the water, take a stroll on the water, admire the place, soak in the environment, the energy of the environment, look at the greenery, the peacefulness in the area, and the beautifulness of nature. This is awesome. Oh yeah, that is how it went, and we went onto the road again to continue our trip. So here we took a little break. Trust me, it is a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful tour. If you want to do this, you're gonna thank me later. Fraser Island is what is also known as Gary. So I could be saying Gary. Some persons could be confused. What is Gary? Where is Gary? Gary is also known as Fraser Island. I think Gary is the indigenous name for the place. Fraser Island is what it was known for initially. So here, that's the sunset, beautiful sunset, welcoming us back to our ferry. Look at the water, so peaceful. So we are going back to our ferry, to board our ferry, back home. See, a tour that began in the morning, 7:30 a.m. We are ending it this evening at sunset. Look at the golden sunset, the big ball of the golden sunset dropped on top of the horizon. Can't you see? Yeah, we loaded ourselves up to the ferry. That's the Fraser down. This is the same ferry that brought us here in the morning, so it's going to take us back home. Then after loading up ourselves, you have to load up our car, and I was a little bit pressed. I had to go to the bathroom to have a short call. Then I look out the bathroom to see if the lifeboat is still there, and it was still there hanging, waiting. So I looked upon the water. It was so peaceful. Yeah, so I had my short call, and I went up after my short call. Then all the whole cars are loaded up, and we set sail back home. And this is the story of my journey into Gary, aka Fraser Island. My name is Fortune. Okay. Meanwhile, before I sign out, I saw a boat, and I love the pattern on that boat. Yeah, this one. I love the pattern on this boat. Whoever designed that boat, you're a genius. That's beautiful African pattern. Now I'm going to sign out with this. Thank you very much for watching up to this point. If you want to go to Gary or Fraser Island, this video should be a guide to you. Thank you. Bye. Enjoy the rest of the video.